Hey y'all, on this edition of Grilling with Granddaddy Daddy, we're going to do a standing rib roast on the big green egg. So let's get to it. Okay, so we've got a 6-pound rib roast. What I'm gonna do first, got a pretty decent layer of fat right here. I'm gonna trim some of that out. Fat on a ribeye is good, but this is just a little excessive. All right, so we just clean that up a little bit like that. All right, now that we did that, I'm gonna coat the whole roast in kosher salt. Now I'm doing this about 4 or 5 hours before I'm going to put it on the grill. Get it rubbed in real good. Get the bone side. This is just going to help season it a little bit. Help tenderize it just a touch. Although it's not going to need much of that. Okay, we're just going to let it sit like that for about 4 hours. Then we'll season it up and get it on the grill. Okay, so we've been sitting here just soaking in kosher salt for about 4 hours. So now I'm going to season it with a little bit of cayenne pepper, some garlic salt, and some black pepper. And like we did earlier, I'm going to season all the sides. This is a 6-pound roast, so it's going to take this seasoning. Don't have to worry about overdoing it. We're seasoning up this end too. Make sure we get everything. Okay, we got our grill at 250 degrees. And we're going to take this 6-pound rib roast and we're going to put it right there in the middle of the egg, bone side down. And we're going to cook this for probably 2.5 to 3 hours at 250 degrees. We're going to an internal temperature of between 135 and 140. And so we're going to leave it on here for about an hour before we put our probes in. So we're just going to let it cook. So we've been on here at 250 degrees for 1 hour. Now let's get our temperature probes in. I'm going to use 2 of them just because I've got 2 of them. And they both calibrate right to the water boiling technique. But generally once I get them in the meat, because they're in different places, they're going to read slightly different. Okay, so let's get that there. Like I say, we've been going for an hour. It'll take a few minutes for me to see what the internal is. But the egg is at 250 degrees, and that's where we're going to leave it. Okay, so we've hit our 140 internal. I'm going to take the temperature probes out. I'm going to take the roast off the grill. All right, I'm going to run the temperature up to 400 degrees. And we're going to put a quick sear on this, and then we're going to cut it. Okay, we've got the grill up to 400 degrees. Burp it so I don't burn my face off. We're going to set the roast back on here. I'm going to leave it on for about 3 minutes. Then I'm going to flip it, do another 3 minutes, and then we're done. Okay, that's 3 minutes. Turn it. And we do another 3 minutes. Okay, this is a pretty good sized roast. So I want to roll it one more time. I want to get a sear on that fat cap. Okay, so we're all done with our sear. Get this roast off the grill. Okay, Look at this. Let me show you this before I go to cutting. You see that? Man. 250 degrees for 3 hours. And then we put a 3-minute aside sear on it. Now I'm just cutting it along the bone. And I'll have me a couple of ribs. Let me set these over here. Look at that. Let's see. Can you see those juices running out of there? Man, I got to have a taste of this. Man, that is good. Let's get me another little chunk. Standing rib roast. Really, really good. Okay, so we did 3 hours at 250 degrees. We brought our rib roast to 140 internal. Then we did a sear on 3 sides, because it's a big roast, for 3 minutes apiece at 400 degrees. And you see how it turned out. It was awesome. Now, I've said this in some of my other videos. Anything I do on the green egg, or I do on the Weber kettle, or I do on the Weber gas tailgate grill, you can do any of that on any grill. You just have to pay attention to your temperatures, because I'm gonna give you internal temperature that I'm cooking to, and I'm gonna tell you how long it's gonna take me to get there, at what temperature I'm cooking. You follow those within a few degrees, it's gonna be the same on any grill. So, that being said, until next time we see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.